Welcome to part 2 of flipping through my giant sketchbook. So we last left off at Captain Shanks. And then my brother did this one. And a couple ink drawings, some tattoo ideas. Because everyone was asking me to draw them tattoos. I did have something else here, but it got taken out. We have more JoJo's. Here is drawing a bunch of different expressions and emotion, and all of them are different colors. It was clearly inspired by Inside Out. Really like how that sadness turned out. The crying ones turned out really well. And then out of all of the happy ones, I definitely like this guy. And this is another practice page. I think I just went in with a paint pen, either a paint pen or a marker, and I scribbled everywhere, trying to get better at drawing anatomy. An original character. My original character. I was trying to get better at drawing original stuff. And here's Jelly Donut Man. I love Jelly Donut Man. There's Beerus, obviously fan art. My original characters right there. Donuts go nuts. We all go nuts for donuts. Look at him. Little comic page over there. And then we have some more practice. I scribbled out with a pink ink pen, and then I just went over with a Sharpie. Of course, we have some more practice. I didn't come up with this. I went by reference. Just trying to practice drawing mouths, an original character over here. Brooke from One Piece. And I didn't come up with these, but I really thought they were cool, so I had to put them in here. I did draw them, but I'm not the original artist behind those concepts at all. And here we have some bears. And then these are some paintings I did. I poured the acrylic all over that to come up with that. And here is another original character. And then some perspective practice over there. An original character. Now these ones actually open up further. Like, we have this big JoJo's. His fingers did not turn out great. It's also folded, that's not helping. This is a very old drawing of mine. It was the first time I drew anything to the scale, so show mercy. And we got another one over here. Okay, here it is. Got a giant killer queen with Yoshikage. More of my originals. We got a little stitched up teddy bear. There's him with a top hat. Some little funky patterns. A little alien girl. And he's just a giant eyeball. Thought he was fun. Fun and funky. More original characters. They're twins. And this one is very old. I drew that when I was like a kid. Don't mind him. Again, yeah, we're getting into the really old drawings now. No sketchbook, and when it comes to these really, really old ones, I'm not the original artist to them at all. I was just drawing what I saw and trying to get better. But we have Batman and Catwoman, we have Jack Skellington, we have a little baby Shinron, and then some creepypastas. Jeff the Killer and Slenderman. And then here, me and my brother were drawing with he just used the pencil and I only used the pen. We got Mr. Bean. And then Boyfriend from Friday Night Funkin'. I mean, look at Mr. Bean. For some reason, my brother decided he wanted to give all of them a rating, and he really loved how my boyfriend turned out. And then here's my original character. That one turned out really cool. I like that one. Just the colors are more vibrant. That's why I like that one better. And then some more of the pen drawings. So yeah, it was just, can we go solely off reference with a pen? And then these are so old, I just taped them in here. Again, really old drawings. Especially this one, and this, like, everything. Not even on sketchbook paper. These ones I actually drew up in the library looking at their books. And some more of the pens. They're beautiful. I really like that dragon. One of my better old drawings. Some more pen doodles. Lemon Grab eating himself. An old painting idea. Old art. These are original to me. I honestly really like that one. I should revisit it and draw it again. Not original at all. I didn't come up with that. But it's like that. We're crossing into the really old drawing, so there's going to be a lot of that. And here, I made a paper doll, which is cool. So pretty much, I was practicing drawing clothes, so I was like, oh, why don't I just make a paper doll? That way I won't have to keep redrawing bodies every time I want to draw another outfit. Because I really wanted to practice drawing clothes, so... yeah, you could put a little hood on him. That's meant more for this one, yeah. Put a hood on him. Give him a coat. Yeah, let's go through all the clothes so we could get a look at just so we could look at everything. We get all those different jackets. Jackets and overshirts. We got t-shirts. So here's all the clothes laid out, at least what's left that I got to show you. I got a bunch of these shorts, some basic bottoms. We got these pants and all these tops. And I also did these little sunglasses. Very colorful. The marker's starting to fade. We got some shoes, boots, 2 different kinds of sneakers. Now some more of my original character, some different concepts, and then some old art. And here's my pop-eyed goldfish, cute little doodle. The catfish. He turned out really cool. More fan art. And here we have some fruit. A bunch of colorful fruit. I really like how the raspberries and the blueberries turned out. The cherries are kind of cool. The berries are nice. Right. I mean, instantly. So this one is interesting. I drew this guy I crumbled up some clay and moved it around, and then I was like, oh, that looks like a monster, and I drew it as a monster. Okay, some more hands. This is original I come up with. So here I was trying to go based off of shadow, like as it gets darker you lose detail, but the pencils I was using, they didn't get dark enough for that. And I really liked that one, if I could get the glare out. Yeah, I liked it so much that I drew it bigger, and honestly I think I like the sketch version better, but the colors are cool. I just love the cartoony version of it. I think I put too much detail into the other one. Alright guys, that's it for part 2. Part 3 is going to be very short and sweet, because all of this isn't actually filled out. Most of it is. So yeah, we're going to close it up for now. And I'll see you guys later.
That's how it goes when you Hollywood perfect.